Let's talk more about this now with Rami Khouri. He's journalism professor and journalist in residence at the American University of Beirut. Rami, thanks for being with us this morning. Benjamin Netanyahu is claiming that AlJazeera is endangering the security, as we heard in that report, of Israeli citizens, and that it supports terrorism. Does he have a point there?
Oh, I don't think he has any point at all. The problem in Israel and Palestine is that there's been an Israeli occupation for the last 50 years, and there's resistance from the Palestinians and colonization and occupation by the Israelis, and there's a battle going on. And the two sides are fighting each other in very different ways. So to just claim that covering news events like an Israeli soldier kicking and praying Palestinians, which we saw on TV, and other TV stations had the same image probably, to claim that's incitement is imbecilic. It's just totally irrational. But this is what autocratic governments do. They blame the media, they blame foreigners, they blame other people because they don't want to admit that their own policies, occupation, annexation, colonization, incarceration, siege, all of these things are creating greater tensions, which creates resistance, violence, and the fight goes on.
Okay, Rami, but speaking specifically about this incident, you mentioned the video of the soldier kicking the praying Palestinian. Given the tensions at the Temple Mount, was that the right decision to air that video? I mean, the situation was very volatile when AlJazeera decided to air that.
You know, journalists, I've been a journalist for 50 years in the Middle East. I was trained in the United States. I've worked for the best journalist institutions, and the best professional standards is that you cover the story. You tell the truth as much as you can ascertain the truth. Of course, they had to show that picture because it was a terrible example of the daily life of Palestinians under Israeli occupation in Jerusalem. So, of course, it was something the Israelis don't like. They don't like to see their soldiers kicking Palestinians praying. The Americans didn't like to see pictures of massacres in My Lai. The French didn't like to see massacres and killing people in Algeria. No country likes to see its troops acting in a barbaric and grotesque manner. So to blame the media is really a childish way to address this issue. The way to address it is to resolve the conflict, end the occupation, and have Palestinians and Israelis live at peace.
I got it. You made the point. AlJazeera is one of the only Arabic news channels, though, giving Israel a voice right now. Why does the Israeli government want to ban a network that gives it a chance to express its opinions?
Because they don't like the other things that Jazeera does, which is to give a sophisticated, accurate, and ongoing critique of Israeli occupation and colonization activities. They don't like to see the exposure of what Israel has done. For instance, Jazeera has done some terrific short 20-minute documentaries in Gaza and other places in Palestine, showing the reality of life under Israeli occupation or in wars, for instance, in southern Lebanon and Gaza. So that's why the Israelis think that by blocking Jazeera, they can do whatever they want and nobody will know about it, which is, again, is very infantile.
Rami Khouri of the American University of Beirut, thanks very much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.